The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome to the Sportsocracy studio, brought to you by Wicked Weed Brewing. I'm Jeremy Greene of ESPN Radio. This is Brian Haynes, and this is the Kansas City Chiefs 3-round mock draft. Brian, I believe the Kansas City Chiefs' biggest deficiency was exposed in the Super Bowl, which was offensive line.
100%.
If you were the GM of the Kansas City Chiefs, what would you be looking to do come April 29th?
Offensive line, maybe an edge rusher in there. Now, it kind of blew my mind this year. They had it was glaring deficiency in the Super Bowl. The reason they lost that game, most will say, because they couldn't protect their quarterback. They go into the offseason, and what do? They release their two tackles, Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher.
I won't be shocked if Eric Fisher comes back. Mm-hmm. This has been the hardest team for me to mock in the league because I still don't know what they're going to do. That being said, I took the roster as it's currently stated. So with the 31st pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs Jackson Carman, the offensive tackle from Clemson. He is a mountain of a human being.
Yeah.
The biggest drawback on him is depth of in quarterback sets. Not a big problem with Kansas City. I think he can be a left tackle. He's raw as hell, and it's going to take some time. Like I said, I think you bring Eric Fisher back. But if you don't, you have to have somebody that plays on the left side, and Jackson Carman can do that.
He can do that. I do see this as a little bit of a reach at this spot, but we have talked about these throughout these videos. Left tackle position, offensive tackle position is very, very thin in this draft. He was second team All-ACC. He improved his pro protection, but he struggles to get to that backside block every once in a while, which could be a little bit of a trouble.
And you said this is a bit of a reach. I don't necessarily disagree with you. The thing is that NFL scouts don't seem to agree with you.
Yeah.
Because this is a guy that's been climbing boards. He's going to go higher than you think. The Clemson pedigree helps. Some teams view him as a guard. I see him as a tackle. Worst case scenario, if you don't bring back Eric Fisher, you could play Mike Rimmers on the left side and play this kid on the right side to kind of protect him in the beginning. Mm-hmm. There's just not a lot of tackles left. Green Bay took Tevin Jenkins at 29. From there, it gets really thin really quickly. You get into the Sam Cosmes and guys like that I just don't think fit in the scheme. Mm-hmm. With their second-round pick, they take Joseph Asai, the edge rusher from Texas. Brian, what is your take on Joseph Asai?
Joseph Asai is very raw at this position. He used to play inside linebacker. He does have an extended reach, which helps him get past there. He has a very, very high motor. I think getting some time to learn the position more, he could be very disruptive, and I think he could do very, very well. Especially in this scheme where Kansas City is running, I think this could help them a lot.
This is a guy that I think can add weight. He's already got the frame of a 3-4 outside linebacker. He's situational right now. I think given time, he could end up being a 3-down linebacker in this league. I like the tape on him. He shined on tape at Texas. Mm-hmm. I feel like this kid played at Texas for about 9 years because I think I've been seeing tape of him since I was about 20. He's a tremendous player. I like him a lot coming into this draft, and I love him in a situation like Kansas City. With their third and final pick in this mock draft, I have them taking Kendrick Greene, the guard from Illinois.
Kendrick Greene has the ability to play center or guard. He does have experience at both things. He's a very, very large man. He gets off the ball in a hurry, and he does have a good reach, but he plays straight-legged way, way too much, for sure.
He is a gigantic human being, and he's strong as a damn ox. His hands are not great, but what you said about his ability to play center and guard is why I think Kansas City would take him at the end of the third round. These two, with Jackson Carman and Kendrick Greene, the thing that they both have in common is that they're very versatile, and it's not determined what they're going to be. That's the reason that I didn't like a guy like a Sam Cosme. Mm-hmm. Sam Cosme, to me, is a left tackle, period, end of discussion. There is nothing else to be said about that. You're not going to kick into guards. You're not going to do any of these other things. I think Kansas City likes versatility. That's why they throw a lot of money at Joe Thuney.
Yeah.
Because Joe Thuney can be versatile. By the way, don't be shocked if Joe Thuney does not play the role that you think he's going to do. I'll elaborate that on further videos after the draft to see if what I've been told is accurate. I think Andy Reid is looking for a lineman that can be multiple so they don't run into the same problem they had in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing that can stop this team.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're going to double up on it in the first 3 rounds if they have the opportunity. Carman and Greene are 2 guys that I think would be tremendous for that, and Asai would give them the ability to rush the passer in a way that they've had the ability to rush the passer. The back end, a lot of people are going to say, why did you not take a corner? Because there's not one there.
Yeah.
Not one that fits your scheme. That's the thing you have to remember about mock drafts. I'm not going to take somebody around too early. I will take them where I think they fit, and that's what I've done with the Chiefs. This has been the Kansas City Chiefs 3-round mock draft from the Sportsocracy. I'm Jeremy Greene. This is Brian Haynes. Be sure to click the little beer icon in the bottom right-hand corner so you'll know every time we go live, including weekdays at 9 a.m. We'll also be live for every pick of the 2021 NFL Draft. Instant analysis, podcasters from all over the country. Be sure to click the subscribe button. And as always, we're brought to you by Wicked Weed Brewing, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different.